So many of my friends have said, in our year of preparing, for our wedding and stuff, they're like, "Oh my God, Lupia, you told me this was going to happen for you. You told me." My brother, who is not real big on faith, on my wedding
Mhm.
day, my oldest brother, he
Mhm.
came to the room while I was getting my makeup done, had no idea he was coming because up
Oh.
to that point, he was like, "I'm not coming to Alabama, girl. I don't do weddings." And so I'm getting my makeup done, and he walks into the room, and I see him, and I'm like, he's like, "Don't you?"
Yeah. Don't do it.
And I want to tell you something, sis. You my baby sis. And he says, "I'm not real big on faith and stuff. I don't, talk a whole lot about God." He said, "But you made
Mhm.
a God of me." He said,
Mm.
"You told me that God was going to bless you with a husband. You told me God was going to bless you in your career. You told me God was going to bless you with a baby. And you trusted God. Everything He told you to do, you did it. Now you're sitting here getting ready to walk down the aisle and marry your husband." So I'm telling you, for those of you that feel right now that you're not being seen, the reason why they can't penetrate that protection wall that God has around
Mhm.
you is because can't just anybody come through that gate.
That's right.
Come through it unless He gives them permission. So while you feel invisible, know that God is doing a great thing in you. It doesn't feel comfortable all the time, but it's in you being uncomfortable that the blessings are going to flow. Everything that God told me He was going to do for me, He has done, and He's not done yet. This is just the beginning for me.
Mhm.
I just want to encourage those singles out there that your time is coming. Inside, no, I'm a big sister and I have brothers. I will be the first to tell you, and my husband would speak, heal, young men, heal, older men, heal before you go to that next level, because it
That's
is in
right.
healing that you will be able to recognize the woman that God has for you and not those that are trying to use you. So please heal, because
Mm.
that's when you're going to receive your ultimate blessing.
Okay. Cortez, what do you have to share?
Well, so I'll go here. Um, I'm gonna say for the fellas, you know, just as she said for the ladies, first and all, you know, get in tune with God, trusting God, and because once you get with that, then everything else can go into your trials and tribulations as they should. Now, a big thing for most of the men now, you have to understand that um, we were, given the power, to be dominion over all, but that does not mean that, you get a big head about it and go out and do this and that. Okay, you can be very confident in things, what you do, but that don't mean you have to be cocky.
Mhm.
Okay. Um, Also, a lot of us don't really express on how we feel on a lot of stuff, that goes back with transparency. But, if you're like at 20% transparency, try working on getting to 50% of transparency, just to where, people will know what's going on with you. Um, and I would say that, you know, what's the main thing that, you feel like you have to do? My main thing, what I started thinking about so long, is that, okay, I was put on here to be a provider one way or another. So a thought in my mind was like, if I can't provide for myself, how can I provide for others? So therefore,
Mm.
if you look at certain things in that aspect, you'll see how to get yourself together in a certain way. Now, based on how you were raised and everything, that plays a lot into it, but have a certain sense of your mindset. Now, I'm not one that always going to say my direct goals on this and that. I have a vision as to what I want in a certain aspect. It may be a little
Mhm.
blurry, but the fact is, I have a vision to see where I'm trying to go. You
That's
know,
right.
but you just still have to hold on to that and just be mindful of where you're at in the time of your state. Be mindful of those around you, So yeah, like I said before, it's your communication is one key thing, but also your boldness, your confidence, that's another thing.
Mhm.
You like she said to the ladies about, know yourself, love yourself. Yes, you have to get you have to know yourself,
Mhm.
because if you don't know yourself, you can't understand how somebody else loves their self, you know. So you have to understand what is it that you're trying to do. If you're trying to go ahead and make yourself to do right in a certain way, figure out the path, you know. Start asking some questions. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need help, you know. um
Mm,
that's a big thing with a lot of us, man, that, you know, we will get into the habit of doing a lot of things ourselves. We can find ways of learning it, but ask for help, you know,
Mhm.
even because sometimes the closest help is right there before you know it, even though it may not seem like it. But
mm-hmm.
ask for help and just, you know, be patient, you know. Because even they, when they say good thing comes to God, God,
Those who wait.
Those that wait.
to those who wait, you
Mm-hmm.
know. Or when they say let go and let God,
Mm-hmm.
you know, when you pray for something and you sit back and wait for it, that don't mean stop doing what you're doing. Is
That's
that
true.
you keep on the path of what you're doing. Like if you've been working on something for so long and you don't know any other way to get it, yeah, you say your prayers, but you keep working on as to how you have in it,
That's it.
and God will open up that way because He see your hard work. So just, you know, pay attention to that, and, you know, just, you know, keep trusting and believing in God, you know, and you'll find your way, you know, because what's out there for you will come.
Yeah.
You know, what's out there for you will come. So don't try to rush it. Just, you know, continue on to make yourself a better person, you know, and you'll be seen regardless of the fact.
That's true. Well, you guys, there you have it. That is the Simmons. Oh my God, I have thoroughly enjoyed this session. If you guys have not picked up nuggets, you need to go and rewind because there are so many great things that were shared here from both a male and a female perspective. And they also talked about elements of God and reality and things that we're experiencing that all can connect back to the book that we just talked about. So we thank you so much for joining in with us on a novel discussion, and we look forward to seeing you guys on our next session.
All right
Bye.
now.